1977. While he was studying for his PhD, President Atta Mills was awarded a Fulbright scholarship and spent time as a visiting scholar at the Stanford University, United States of America.
It is on record that His Excellency President Atta Mills was the first ever Fulbright scholar to become president of a country, and was to be honored by the Fulbright Society at a special event to be held in New York on September 18th, 2012. So he was looking forward to this. The Fulbright scholars were looking forward to this, but this was not to happen. He could not make it physically, and we will wait to see what will happen with that special honor that he was going to be honored with. President John Evans Atta Mills spent more than 25 years imparting knowledge to students at the University of Ghana, Legon, and several institutions of higher learning. He rose in position from lecturer to senior lecturer to associate professor.
President John Evans Fifi Atta Mills is not only the academia that is known, was also a very keen sports enthusiast. He is a lover of sports and served as the president of the University of Ghana.
Of the presidential casket. It's a military event on its own. But before that, I'd like to remind you that the programs that you have are edited. There are a few changes. And therefore, I'll be running this program from this end.
Okay.
Thank you.
In during his 25 years of full-time academic work, President John Evans Atta Mills traveled extensively as a visiting lecturer and professor to many universities, and also has several publications to his credit.
Well, his expertise goes well beyond the classroom and is evidenced by the various examiner positions he held with finance-related institutions throughout Ghana. That is Institute of Chartered Accountants, Institute of Bankers, Ghana Tax Review Commission, among several other appointments. President John Evans Atta Mills, during his period in public service, served as a member of the Ghana Stock Exchange Council, Board of Trustees, Mine Trust, Management Committee of Commonwealth Administration of Tax Experts, United Nations Ad Hoc Group of Experts in International Cooperation on Tax Matters. And Francis, if I may, take you through some of the publications he made during his time, some of his writings. Let me go through a selected few. There was one on taxation of periodical or deferred payment arising from the sale of fixed capital. That was in 1974. Exemption of dividends from income taxation, a critical appraisal in 1977. Report of the Tax Review Commission, Ghana, Part 1, 2, and 3, 1977. And Ghana's income tax laws and the investor in 1978. These are just a few of the books, of the publications that Professor Mills, got published during his time as a lecturer and as a commissioner or an expert in tax law.
Gifted solemnly, gradually, the mortal remains of our former president is being led to them.
Distinguished viewers, what you are seeing presently is the funeral procession led by the full guard, the national colors on parade. Now short is the casket on the gun. The procession, we have the escorts, the band, the body on gun carriage, flanked by the pallbearers. They are followed by the rave bearers, and then some mourners at the moment. The pallbearers, made up of very senior officers, brigadier generals, marching with a reverse sword. As you can see, the swords are in their armpits as a mark of respect to the commander-in-chief. And following them are the carrying party. We have the rave bearers, they are marching in slow time. The begless and short, blowing the last post. We now have a gun carriage, marching in slow time. The soldier on the gun is making sure that the casket does not slip. The escorts have lined up. You have some mourners. The team that is in charge of the gun carriage, you now come down to unlash the casket for it to be carried by the carrying party. There are several persons participating in this ceremony, and each group has its own role to play. This is a team from the 66th Artillery Regiment, and they are responsible for the gun carriage. The pallbearers took over from the Katafa Guard at the State House, and now that the casket is going to be laid in states, their duty will halt, and then the Katafa Guard will take over again. Anytime the body is laid in states, they have to be a guard, and that guard is performed by the Katafa Guard. The Katafa is that platform on which the casket is placed. So the carrying party have removed the caskets. They will put it on a wheel and roll it gently before they will lift it onto the catafalque, and then the guard will take position. Everything is ordered. The pallbearers had to pay their last respects, and so they changed position and paid their respect, and now they've gone back to reverse sword, and then they will march off. They will come back during the final procession to the place of interment. The procession is not complete until the casket is placed on the catafalque. So the pallbearers have assumed position again, although this time the casket has been taken off the gun.
And now, brothers and sisters in the Lord, please be upstanding to receive the presidential casket. Thank you.
The procession is moving in slow time. And then the escorts have presented arms.
Before the microphone was handed over to me, there was an unusual silence for about 2-3 minutes. Something I've never heard or seen before the military.
This is one of the few times you get the national colors and the regimental colors on parade at the funeral parade. His Excellency John Evans Atta Mills is being given full military honors. The band also is moving into position.
To the place of the state where he's going to be laid in state. The casket is dressed in national colors, red, gold, and green, with a beautiful.
The lancers are also pointing down now as a sign of respect. The horse riders are pointing their lancers down. They are paying compliments.
In their official dress. Everybody in there is now absent. Look at the service companies. Standing ovation. The of the president, deputy of the place. The march is very soft, meticulous.
This is a full military parade.
The light, Excellency President. Some of the horses are to obedient. They are moving, turning themselves around, and the horse riders are trying to control them. They are rebelling because they are not in favor of the death of the president.
This is the presidential casket being moved into position. Whole Ghana Armed Forces is on parade. Of the Army in red ceremonial dress, the Air Force in sky blue ceremonial dress, and the Navy in white ceremonial dress. As the casket passes, all service personnel in uniform pay their last respects by saluting.